Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. All right, let's get back to a tired subject, which is Elon Musk. News came out today suggesting that Elon Musk donated upwards of about $250 million to PACs and such to support the Trump campaign in 2024. It is just... And that's not necessarily all the money he's donated. That's I think the totals are still coming in. But still, that is an obscene amount of money to donate to the Trump campaign. To PACs that would back the Trump campaign. Let's make sure we get all the words in there. So is it any wonder that he's running around like, it's like your parents, it's like buying a house or something like that, or buying a car. And this guy's running, it's like buying a house. This guy's running around like he's the new owner of the house. It'd be like a dad buying the house for his kids. And then the dad's running around like, oh, I'm going to change this and I'm going to paint that. And the kid's like, but you bought it for us. Remember, this is our house? Oh, yeah, it's your house. And I put a pool over there. And yeah, he isn't acting like somebody, like a normal billionaire oligarch who's supporting a political candidate. He's running around acting like he's going to be the prime minister of the United States with a figurehead president. Almost like a shadow government. A deep state, if you will. So, with this information coming out, let's take a look at Elon, and let's look at the energy around Elon Musk. I know I've done a reading on this like within the last 2 weeks, but I'm curious. Now, the other thing that's going on, I had put up a video this afternoon, and it's been going like gangbusters, with Gavin Newsom implying that we need to be patient, and there's going to be information about information revealed. Now, he was asked a question in context of, why did the Democrats fail so badly in the election, by a Hispanic reporter that works for Fox News in San Diego. I couldn't find the guy's political affiliation. He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, but I think I can guess by the fact of the question asked and the way it was asked that it was poking at Newsom. He wanted to get his dig in there. And Newsom basically said, I'm not going to answer your question, but I will say this. And went on to say, we need to be patient. All will be revealed. And and you'll have time to contemplate and think deeper on things. Which, some people say, oh, maybe he's going nuts, he's running for president. Or maybe the Democrats, did some investigating. We're going to find out more about the coordination. That's not the implication. The implication was like he's sitting on a ticking time bomb and he really wants to drop some hints, especially to this guy who's trying to own him. It's like, oh yeah, you think you got me? Hey, I got one back for you. You just stay tuned. Something's about to drop. You'll know it when it happens. That's kind of the vibe I got from it. In my reading, I had the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck and the Emperor at the top. I think I missed it. That Emperor's Putin. And the Five of Wands is the chaos Putin wants to sow. If you look at the Romania election, Romania is overturning their elections. They have 3 rounds of elections. They just had the second round, and it looks like they're going to overturn that second round and make the second round happen again. Citing Russian interference, and their intelligence agencies declassified documents and shared it with their version of the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court agreed that there was Russian interference and that they're doing a full do-over on the election. The ultra-conservative pro-Russian candidate who had won that second round to be in the final round, he had single-digit approval points going into the first round, yet he won the first round and he won the second round. Shenanigans much, and obviously enough that the intelligence agency found stuff that the courts agreed was significant. So with regards to the U.S. election, there's going to be some turmoil in Romania, most likely. Right now the markets are okay, but the Romanian government's getting ready for some turmoil. If you're wondering about the U.S., it could very well be the same thing, right? If if we were to suddenly come out and get information that the election was interfered with at numbers that were big enough to impact the election, and the court say, yep, you've got evidence to support this, oh, there's going to be mayhem here. And the emperor was at the top of the reed. That's what Putin wants. He wants mayhem in the U.S. And there were all sorts of quotes like, well, this really shows you that Romanian democracy isn't as strong, and it shows weakness in the government, and da-da-da-da-da. All the things that make the decision to release that information difficult. But Romania chose to go and follow the path of integrity. Are you paying attention, Joe Biden? Okay, let's take a look at Elon Musk here and how things are going for him. Because I think he's going... the de facto prime minister, president, he can't be president, he wasn't born in the United States. I think he's going to go through some things. But let's see what the cards have to say, okay? Entertainment purposes only. Elon Musk. Yeah, but who's he lovers with? Now, we'll leave his baby mama situation alone. This is about big-time relationships and commitments being made. And being the mercenary. Providing the money, providing the finances for the lover's card. And then the planning that was behind it. The actions taken, the forward-looking actions taken in this relationship. He absolutely was the sugar daddy in this relationship. You know, I thought Trump was a billionaire and he didn't need anybody's money. He could run on his own. Apparently not. In the past, you got the Five of Coins, being excluded, run out, not having the money, not having the institutional support here. You know what this is? Elon wants a seat at the table. And without investing a ton of money, he wasn't going to have a seat at the table and get to dictate the policies going forward. So he did what any good oligarch who wants to be a de facto prime minister, president, grand vizier behind the scenes, but also being in front of the scenes while doing it, is going to do. He just sent a bunch of money that way because he wanted to make a decision going forward. There's something really big at play with this election. If Musk is willing to send that much money out there, spend that much money to have a voice in the direction the United States takes. Current situation is the Five of Cups. I don't think being the head of the Department of GEs, a fake department named after a cryptocurrency coin meant to trigger the libs, government efficiency, Department of Government Efficiency. I don't think that's quite what he was looking for there. And, you know, it's funny in a way. You know what? He wants to announce who's Trump. He wants to have a say in who's Trump's cabinet. He wants to make the announcements of it. And he's not getting all the control that he felt he paid for in this. It's a little bit of buyer's remorse. Not total buyer's remorse, but I think he wanted to be celebrated more. He wanted to be, you know, the beloved leader or something like that. He's really funny. He's like a clueless little kid. This is going to be a bad analogy, but it's like a kid that's still believes like in the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy, but they're too old to be believing that, and it hasn't been shared with them yet, you know? And they're like, yeah, I lost this tooth. It's a molar. The Tooth Fairy's going to give me like $20. And y'all looking around like, what is your problem, man? Do you... Seriously? You? Seriously? Yeah, they're looking at him like, yeah, you're not... You're a little bit off. Your expectations are... Your behaviors aren't appropriate for what your role was. You're acting like you're the president of this country and they didn't vote for you. But he's like so used to being in charge of Tesla and Twitter and SpaceX and do whatever he wants to do, and he doesn't get to do it then, and it's just sort of like he doesn't get it. Overarching energy is the Page of Swords. Spy in the camp? I don't know if that's spy in the camp. It's like politically he's not particularly savvy. He's really good at being a troll, but coming up with political policy that benefits the interest of the U.S. in the long run and is strategic, and that, but it's also, he doesn't get that. It's also that other people have good ideas too. He doesn't get that. He has the good ideas. And then he surrounds himself with a bunch of young people, the Page of Cups would be better for this one, who agree with him. Now he's got people who don't agree with him. They have their own ideas. And his ideas aren't any better than these people's ideas. This would also be like, I think this person should be the cabinet pick. Well, that's great. I'm glad you think that, but we're going with this person over here. I don't believe I can't understand this. Why aren't you taking the person I chose? The lesson to be learned is judgment. Yeah, you helped him get elected. Nobody talks about J.D. Vance anymore. They talk about Trump and Elon, and they joke that you're going to be the first lady, Melania. But also, if there's judgment coming. First off, people are going to look at Elon and just like, dude, you're out of your element. What are you doing? Your Tesla company needs your help, and you're out here running around like a dipshit thinking you're running the country, talking about buying MSNBC. What about your own company that is trying to pay you like $50 billion or SpaceX, The outcome was the Four of Wands. Despite all that, he still has his fans. And Trumpers love him. MAGA loves this guy. Because he's this guy that's got a lot of money. He trolls people. He trolls the right people. Never mind that most of the people that bought Teslas were probably, early EV adopters. People concerned about the environment. Not necessarily known for being Republicans. Not all of them. But I would say a majority of people that adopted EVs probably are more on the liberal side of the spectrum. Certainly Republicans that want to take advantage of the tax credit. Don't want to spend a lot of money on gas. Maybe they're part of the Sierra Club. They're conservative, but they love nature. They're really happy Teddy Roosevelt set aside all sorts of land for national parks and monuments. And if driving an EV helps slow down climate change so they can enjoy their national parks more, well, all the better for them. It's possible. But most of your customers aren't going to fall underneath that. But Elon, he's got their money. And he's got his cult of personality that goes with it. That Four of Wands could also be him getting kicked out. Just saying, he could wear out his welcome. And maybe that's the judgment card. He spent all this money. What are you going to get in return for it? Are you going to be embraced and brought into the fold? Or are you going to be shown the door? Certainly being the head of the Department of Government Efficiency, an agency that doesn't exist, has no power. What does it get you? All right. What's going to happen? What's going to happen with Elon as we get close to election day? Is he gonna give a speech? Is he gonna insist that when Trump and Melania go into the White House and get the keys from Joe and Jill Biden, is Elon going to be tagging along like a sugared up 6-year-old? Let's see. What's up for Elon coming next month during the inauguration? The truth will be revealed. Truth is going to be always going to find out. Now, if you watch the Gavin Newsom reading, you would know what this card means, if it's the same truth. But he's about to find out something. Crossed by the star. The truth about who really won the election, and things come crashing down quickly. Good Lord, what a cluster of cards there. The truth, the star card, and things come crashing to an end. This card also came up on my other reading. If Kamala Harris is actually going to get in, then we're going to find out the truth about Elon Musk. The best about America, and things come crashing down quickly. Oh my, oh dear. The illegal immigrant billionaire. He might be going through some things. All right, what's going to happen coming to Inauguration Day? In the past, you got the Knight of Cups, offer being made, false friends, but some offer being made, a friendship type offer here. There you have agreements. I do wonder if there's a whistleblower going up with that Page of Swords. There could be some whistleblower that comes forward, makes an agreement to talk about Elon and Trump, overarching energy. There's that Four of Wands again, whether he's still there or going. It's an interesting tie-in with Inauguration Day. Yeah, he'll still be there. He wants to be there. Oh, Lordy. Lesson to be learned is the betrayal. Somebody's going to spill the beans on Elon about what Elon did, the agreements he got into, and what he did to change things, his role in it, and the betrayal to the country. I could be wish casting here, just saying. And then pandemonium hits. Good Lord. Good Lord. This ties in really well with the video I put up earlier today. Come Inauguration Day, there's going to be a truth revealed about the star. And it's going to show you about the treacherous offer that was made, the agreements that were done in there, what was done with this election and the betrayal to the United States. It's going to lead to mayhem. That's only if the Democrats have, and the intelligence agencies have investigated this election, found evidence of tampering with it, have enough evidence that indicates that it was on a scale large enough to change the result of the election, and that this evidence would withstand an analysis in court, in cross-examination in court. And once you have all that, you need a public relations campaign to go forward to explain to people what happened and why they should believe the evidence. That this wasn't a case of sour grapes. That this is important, it's serious, it needs to be taken seriously, and that judgment should not be given until the evidence has been laid out. Almost like you had a televised court so that people could watch and understand what's going on. We are in for a wild time. I don't want a wild time, but I don't get what I want lots of the time. Just buckle up. We've got 6 weeks before the election, before the inauguration. I don't think this is going to be a quiet 6 weeks, at least the way the cards are coming across. Again, it totally depends on decisions made by people several pay grades above my level. This is not a decision I get to make. This is your Joe Biden's, this is your Kamala Harris's, and this is the people that support them. This is the intelligence agencies, the Department of Justice. There's a lot on the line that needs to be contemplated before action is taken. If Romania is any indication, you can do this and not have immediate mayhem come out of it. But you've got to work on your public relations. So keep an eye out on Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, but also their lieutenants. Look at Obama. Look at Pete Buttigieg. Look at Gavin Newsom, maybe Jamie Raskin, AOC. Listen to the messaging that's coming out. They'll give you a clue if something is afoot here. We'll leave it right here with this. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I really do appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you find it insightful, and I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.